Alright, moving on from Toilet of Dim, we're done with Subcon, we're gonna go back to Mafia Town now that we have the hook shot in the ice head. So we're gonna dive boost over here, and do 2 more dive boosts through the tunnel here. Sprint jump, dive cancel to land on this, and then sprint jump and dive boost like this. And we're gonna open this door, and you can actually open it from up here, in this specific spot between these 2 bars here. And we need to open this door because we're going to Lab and Yakuza later, and it's just fastest to open it now compared to opening it later. So we open it here, and the boop scope here is just a boop, and then you hold left and sprint. And then you just run into the telescope. Very simple. Do the fast telescope animations. We're going to enter Golden Vault, and that's selected by default on controller, so you can spam to enter it. Otherwise, use your mouse if you're on keyboard. So, here to start, there's basically 3 options you have. There's a cool slide you can do here, and the fastest way is to sprint off here, and then do a dive and slide, and then dive boost off of this and land on the tightrope. And then jump as soon as you hit the tightrope to get the ticket, and then you move towards that area over there. So if you don't like that, if you're not liking that, if it's too hard, and you have to control your dive boost speed kind of well to make it and not overshoot it, and not undershoot it either. So if you don't like that, what you can do instead is this. And then dive cancel, and then jump like this. So this slide works by just on the right side, or on the left side of the room specifically. You just brush up against it a little bit. If you take too steep of an angle, you'll bonk like that. So you don't want to do that. You just want to brush up against it a little bit. So it just goes like that. And land on the tightrope. And again, you will want to jump as soon as you hit the tightrope to get more height. You can see if I also try to do it on this side, I just kind of lose all of my speed. Wow, that was really funny. I've never seen that. Okay. Don't do that. I don't think that's consistent or reliable. So, if you like neither of those options, then you can just do your slide down here and then dive cancel. And then just come over here. And then you do like you do in She Came From Outer Space, where you just sprint jump into the tightrope and then immediately jump again. Like that. So let me show that actually with a ticket. I'll show the fastest strat. Oops. It's not like that. I turned my camera too much. Apologies. There you go. And then you go over here, and you will try to dive boost off this palm tree. That's a bit of a hard dive boost to do though. You don't have to do that. You come over here, and over here. And here you're gonna do a sprint jump and a dive and slide off of the statue. And you want to slide at around this part of it. Just to make it consistent. If you try to slide like too high here, you might end up not making it into the balloon. So you just dive off of here. And then dive cancel off the balloon. If you're not making it, try dive canceling earlier than you think. Just like that. And you want to make it into this yarn. Just like that. And from here, the best movement to do is you're still facing this direction. And you just sprint jump and hold back. And then you keep holding back, and then you stop holding back for a little bit so you can do your double jump neutral. So you're still facing this direction. And you keep moving backwards into the ticket. And as soon as you pick up the ticket, you do a dive because you're already facing the way you want to go. So all of that looks like this. Now I dove into the ticket there, but ideally, like that works too, but ideally you will want to pick it up with a double jump. So you can do that. Yeah, that's too complicated, just do something else, it's not that important. And from here, just dive this over here, and you can sprint jump, you can try to DSJ off of here as well. Loses very little time if you miss the DSJ. And you just dive and try to spam interact here to open the chest. Or you can dive cancel and just interact with the chest from there. From here, you want to do a sprint jump onto the grass here. And you want to watch out for that fence, and you also want to watch out for the tightrope. But ideally, you're not going to get your speed owned by the fence, and you're also not going to latch onto the tightrope. If you latch onto the tightrope, then you just jump off of it, and you do this. But that is slightly slower than doing it like this. So as you can see, you slide off of the arc and land down here. either way. Whatever happens, just react to it. From here, you pick up the ticket and you try to DSJ into this yarn. If you miss the DSJ, you just ledge climb instead. So it looks like with the DSJ. Here's what it looks like if you miss the DSJ. It's not a big difference. So after the yarn, you turn around and you dive boost into those two balloons here. And you need to watch out for this thing. So you have to like kind of angle to the left a bit to dodge that, and then do your dive boost. And double jump like that, and dive cancel. Just like that. You want to make sure you double jump so you like clear this platform before you land on it accidentally. And you just dive cancel before you land. Here you just make your way to the ice hat platform. You want to use the ice hat here. And after you get up from the ice hat, you're gonna be like stalled in the air for a bit, and you just want to jump and dive boost like up left. Just like that. And you can stay in the ice hat here actually, and just do 2 more dive boosts to land here. That can be a little bit awkward though, so if you don't like that, then you just switch to the sprint hat and only do 2 dive boosts, which would look like this, I guess. And you come over here and switch to your ice hat. And from here you do an ice hat slingshot. And this gutter down there, this thing, will sometimes just say no, and you'll be stuck here. And if that happens, either you go back up and try again, or you just give up and switch to the sprint hat. And just make your way over there whatever way you can. But here's what would happen ideally. And you switch to your sprint hat before you land here. Just like that, and you sprint into this ticket, and you can kind of sprint into the ridge of this platform, and use that to fall off the platform, and then you switch to your ice hat again. Just like that, and then you double jump in there to stall, and then take this ice platform up. And again, you're gonna do an uplift dive boost directly into the vault. Switch to your sprint hat, run off, single jump. And try to guess where the timepiece will spawn. This one's a bit hard. That was close enough. And that's golden vault, basically.